Hello everybody, Roofle here, and I bring to you some filler for the week of Summer Games Done Quick 2018. Summer Games Done Quick is a charity marathon on benefiting Doctors Without Borders, or Médecins Sans Frontières, if you prefer their French name. Regardless, you can watch the marathon at gamesdonequick.com or on Twitch. But for the filler, it's time to finish up the shenanigans of Wallace and Gromit. I didn't know golf was Gromit's thing. But no matter. Come on down, Wallace. It's breakfast time.
Oh dear, Gromit. I must stop eating cheese last thing. It's given me terrible dreams.
Really?
Last night I dreamt I'd accidentally become engaged to our neighbor, Miss Flitt. Can you imagine?
Bad news, boss.
What's this? Oh no, lad. So it wasn't a bad dream after all. It's a real life-flipping nightmare.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me. At the fair, I found that lug nut and she thought it was a... Oh my kitty aunt. Talk about matrimonial misunderstandings.
Uh-huh.
You've got to do something, Gromit. No. I've got to do something. I must go and speak to Miss Flitt at once. Apologize and explain it was all a terrible mistake. I'm sure Miss Flitt will understand. She'll probably be relieved when she learns I wasn't proposing marriage after all. It's
Probably.
not as if we've much in common.
Uh-huh.
Well, I suppose there's nothing for it but to, Oh, Major Crumb.
Yes? Morning, Wallace. I've come about a professional matter of the utmost delicacy and secrecy.
You have? Oh, wonderful. Step into my consulting room and tell me all about it. Seems I'm going to be tied up for a while, Gromit, on business. Why don't you go and put your ear to the ground and find out how the land lies next door?
Right. You weaseled out of it this time. I actually cannot even interact with the kitchen, the parlor, or upstairs. Alright then.
Great Aunt Prudence, you came so quickly.
Of course, Felicity. An urgent summons from one's only living relative and heir to one's fortune can mean only one thing. Man trouble. Now, who is the blighter this time? I'll box his ears if he's been toying with your affections.
Oh, no trouble as such, Aunt Prudence. But, well, there has been an important development on the matrimonial front, which... Pardon me, Aunt Prudence. I think I spy an ugly little intruder.
Uh-oh.
I positively loathe fungi.
Oh.
Come, let's go inside for a cup of tea.
Have you chamomile, child? Man trouble always makes me hackles rise and my petticoats fluster.
Oh, that was close. What's all this then? Yay! You think... Seems like Gromit's impressive canine hearing is going to need a little assistance. We'll just have to see what we can find.
Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Dash it, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost something? Who has? Ah, yes, I just remembered.
Oh, you have.
Yes, something that means a great deal to me.
Go on.
Not just me, but to all of us. It's
Sneaky
terribly
suspicion I'll
important.
need this.
It is?
This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it. Facts are what we need, man. Cold, hard facts.
Of course. So, Gromit, lad, have you managed to learn anything from you-know-who?
Is you-know-who involved in this?
Different case, Major. For a start, could you tell me what the object is?
Yes, of course. It's... Oh, fiddlesticks, I've forgotten.
That's going to make finding it difficult.
Gone, clean out of my mind.
By the way, Major, what do you think of me new painting?
Why, it's very... By George, it's a masterpiece.
Right.
Well, that's a poser.
An imposter? Where?
No, I suppose we can start hunting for clues with my super clue snooper.
Capital idea.
Still, although we at Golden Retrieval believe that if there's any information gathering to be done, my eavesdropper is just the tool for it.
Eavesdropper. I like the sound of it. I can identify the object
Right.
perfectly well.
Oh, excellent.
And I shall identify it as soon as you fellas find it and bring it to me.
It's not going to be an easy job.
No, it isn't. It's going
Thanks,
to be
Major.
deuced difficult. That's why my colleagues and I are turning to you. We only work with the best.
Oh, well, very kind of you to say so.
Oh, good luck with that, boss. Alrighty, let's see here. Eavesdropper. This sounds like it'll be relevant.
In his spare time, he likes to tinker a little.
Tinker?
Yes, inventions and such like.
A handyman? Well, you'll obviously have to put a stop to the inventing. Certainly not in the house. Can't be tolerated.
Oh no, far too messy and intrusive.
Well, I think you've told me all I need to hear.
And so?
So long as he doesn't leave his contraptions lying around all over the house, he sounds a very suitable suitor.
So our engagement has your blessing?
I don't see why not. Unless...
Yes?
Unless, of course... Well, he's not a member of that place, is he? That appalling country club whose name alone makes me shudder.
You mean Prickly Thicket?
Oh, yes. Oh, heavens, child, you know our family history. We Flitts have never associated with those dreadful prickly thicketers.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aunt Prudence. Wallace isn't the Prickly Thicket type.
I got the sneaky suspicion we're gonna need to change that.
Morning, Mr. Panea.
Constable Dibbins. Delivering the mail as well this morning?
Aye, post is off sick. He's got the mumps and I've got the ump.
Sorry to hear that.
Her Majesty's mail must be delivered, and PC Ernest Dibbins has never shrunk from duty, even when such duties aren't even part of his blinking job description. Here's your post.
Ah,
Couldn't help but notice the coat of arms, Mr. Panea. A prickly thicket, isn't it?
happen?
So, you remember then?
Oh, aye. Practically my second home.
Is it now? That's a very interesting coincidence. I was just saying to myself the other day, Ernest Dibbins, it's time you joined a...
Oh, my. Excuse me, Constable.
What are you staring at? Get along now.
Interesting.
Back off. Caught him trying to nick your letter. The important one from Prickly Thicket.
Oh, that's only the envelope. I've got the letter here.
Not bad news, I trust.
Oh, no. Quite the reverse. It's my turn to propose a new member.
Is it really? Well, I never.
It's a heavy responsibility. Not everyone's cut out to be a prickly thicketer. The candidate must be a gentleman of impeccable character. Someone who's always there for a friend in need. A pillar of the community. And, of course, a sportsman. Going to be a long search?
Not necessarily. I mean, the ideal candidate might be, somebody who's very close to you.
Oh?
Aye, somebody who's right in front of your nose, in fact.
Ah, yes, of course. You mean Mr. Wallace, my near neighbour and one of my best customers.
Wallace? He's no blinking sportsman. He don't know one end of a golf club from t'other.
Well, that's true.
And he's hardly a pillar of the community, like
Like who?
Mr. Pannier. My dear Mr. Pannier, who watches over this town centre like a shepherd watches his flock. Who sees to it that everybody stays on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you mean you? But don't forget, you forgot to find me after that business with the bad bangers last month.
Only on account of me soft heart. It's me only failing. But don't start getting ideas. I'll let you off with a warning once, but just once.
Of course, Constable.
Now, you better start getting these crates put away. They're blocking a public thoroughfare.
Oh dear, not more crates.
Good day, Mr. Pannier. I'll leave you to think things out. Out of me way, you.
Not one for subtlety, is Divins.
Hey,
man.
Gromit, where'd you come from? I weren't really thinking straight when I said your master might be prickly thicket material. He's a right good bloke, your Wallace. But, like the PC says, if he's a sportsman, I'm a banana.
Need to prove him a sportsman, huh?
Oh, thought maybe it was the constable come back. Good old PC Dibbins. You know, he's never issued me a fine. Not even when me mothball display collapsed and buried poor Mrs. Entwistle. That's the sort of fella you want to keep on side. Me mind's made up, I think.
I suppose.
Can you imagine your Wallace on a golf course?
I could.
He wouldn't know his mashie from his niblick.
The what?
A niblick. It's a golf club. Like a brassy. Or is it a baffy? Or a biffy? Yes, indeed. We're lucky to have an officer like Dibbins on our beat. The sort of bobby what looks out for the small businessmen. Who ain't too quick to slap a fine on 'em for every minor health and safety violation. That's the sort of bloke a fellow wants in his club.
It's a good argument, I suppose.
You know I like your master, Gromit, but, well, in this town, Dibbins is the sort who can make things happen for me. Wallace is more the sort who makes them happen to me. You get the distinction?
All too well.
Yes, I'm going to propose Dibbins for membership of Prickly Thicket. He's always gone in to bat for me, and I should do the same for him.
Are you sure?
It's decided then, and don't try and persuade me out of it. Wallace may be a gentleman and a scholar, but he ain't no sportsman.
The only thing Wallace is missing is, sportsmanship. As in knowledge of any sport, really. What's all this?
Closed. by order of the law, and all on account of a teeny tiny mouse. Oh, ridiculous, really. But you know Constable Dibbins. He'll let a lot of things go, but he's a stickler when it comes to vermin. Hey up, Gromit!
Hello,
And Mr.
Gabberleaf.
Muzzle seemed like such a nice man. Whoever would have thought he'd turn out a reet villain? Ooh, careful with that. It's my last one, and it's reserved for Mr. Paneer.
That's a familiar-looking bloke.
Ooh, it's all over tip papers this morning. How Monty Muzzle's fundraising funfair was a big fake, and how a certain ice cream vendor and his dog brung him to justice. I couldn't help noticing that little item in the society section. The one about your master and Miss Flitt. It's true then.
Sadly.
Been keeping it a secret though, sly devils.
Yeah. What's all this then? Thought it could have been a clue of some kind. Knock, knock.
Oh, it's you. Looking for a policeman or a postman? I'm doing double duty.
You seem busy, sir.
No letters for you today?
Oh, well, rats.
Hey, you're the mutt what's responsible for my incarceration, aren't you? No hard feelings, mate. Come here. I've got a little present for you.
I don't think I'm gonna come any closer. I do think I will call it here, and next time, well, let's see if we can do something about Paneer and Dibbins' relationship. We'll see you then. Later.